gonna be terrible.
Hello and welcome to Best of the Bottom, or bottom class people drinking bottom shelf booze. And tonight you have Maverick's arm in the shot, and he's there. Say hello to Maverick's arm. But I'm Justin. And
Diane, sorry. I'm distracted.
This time it's Diane screwing it up, not me this time. I sat here and I made sure everything looked right and everything was set up perfectly.
Yeah, I fucked it up.
For once, I thought we were going to start off in a professional atmosphere.
I'm sorry.
But
we're
no,
so
but no,
sorry.
no.
Yeah, my bad.
Anyways, what we do here is we have a little podcast where we review nice bottom shelf boozes. And we usually like to kick things off with something that we call the out of reach. There it is. It is the Bag of Doom. And in this bag, we have a variety of shots that I go and pick up from a local purveyor of booze. I typically go to the Kelly liquor store because they're fantastic over there and they got lovely prices. Not a sponsor, but I'm there all the time. So, but in this bag, we got a handful of shots. I tell them, hey, give me 6 random shots. And they pick out whatever's interesting. They put it in a regular bag. I pay for it and I take it home and I put it in this bag. Look at that. And tonight, I'm going to open this bag. I'm going to pass it over to Diane. And then I shall draw from this bag. And I got the old favorite, a Banana Ice 101.
I got Patty's Old Irish liquor or whiskey, which is liquor.
Old Irish liquor. Yeah, old Irish liquor, you know.
Whatever
It's
they
all
found
Irish and liquory. To the Bag of Doom. We've never cheers to the Bag of Doom. Okay. Come on.
Okay. Cheers.
To the Bag of Doom.
To the Bag of Doom. And the wonderful people who supply it.
Yes. The old Doom suppliers, if you will. Oh. I feel like this is going to be a rough go, this podcast. We got some strong, funky stuff going.
I started out with whiskey, so.
Well.
Here we go.
All right. Time to get feisty. Anyways, let me get to the admin part. If you like this sort of thing, we do this podcast live here on Twitch every Mondays at 9 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And then we also will be posting the catch-up version, the on-demand. It's going to go to YouTube tomorrow. It'll be on YouTube tomorrow, and you can watch us there. Granted, you won't be able to jump into the chat and leave comments, which is unfortunate because we love comments, we love chatting, we love shenanigans. You know, get in, participate, talk shit if you will, because that's what we're here to do. And then we have audio versions that are available on the Podbean app, and I still haven't fixed things with all the rest of the podcast hosting stuff because I can't get a hold of the people that are screwing things up. So there's that. Anyways, on with the show. One of the things we like to do to get things started off here is we have something called the Florida Man. And in the Florida Man, we just read a headline of what some Florida man, woman, or Florida personage has done. And we like to improv and make up the story of how things ended up this way. And then today we have a Florida man finds his way to Illinois, and 2 old toilets lead to his arrest.
Oh, Jesus.
Those 2 old toilets were only 2 weeks to their retirement as well. Just so you know. Son of a bitch.
You know, I always thought if I could trust anyone, it's my toilet.
It's an old toilet.
And that's a little disheartening.
Now, you see, this man was clearly on the run. He simply came down to Florida. He asserted Chicago-style pizza and Chicago-style hot dogs are the best ever. There is nothing that can compare. Fuck, I don't know. How the fuck did this guy end up in fucking Illinois? So this guy's a huge Bears fan. The Bears. Okay, so this guy's a huge Bears fan, right?
Hey.
And see, in Florida, it's mostly college football, but you're pretty much going to be a Bucks or a Miami fan. So he's at this football game. It's getting a little rowdy. Things are getting a little feisty. Bears aren't even playing. And he tells somebody the Dolphins suck and the Bucks are just dolphin pedophiles. Yes. That gets somebody enraged. A fight breaks out. He takes a random Bears jersey he is constantly wearing, shoves it up somebody's ass, and then shoves a dolphin up somebody else's ass. And then he's on the run. He goes off to Illinois. Well, actually, hang on. How do we get to the toilet? This is a convoluted story.
Okay.
I just figured things need to be shoved up people's asses. And somewhere along the line, he comes into contact with the 2 old toilets that are just 2 weeks from retirement. They're training a younger toilet. It's a Japanese toilet that has a bidet and everything. Talk, sing songs, musical, the whole 9. So he comes into contact. He's interviewing these old toilets, and of course, the younger toilet, who's got all this fancy technology and flim flam bravado, and he's just a young whippersnapper. He's convinced that he's innocent, but not these 2 old toilets. They know. They know. They got that gut instinct. They've spent 34 years on the force, 2 weeks to retirement, and they just sense something is wrong. So they find a stool sample because they're old toilets. They send it to the younger toilet who analyzes it, finds DNA from the other dude because he decided to take that jersey out of his ass and wear it. Fuck, this is a convoluted story. I'm still trying to put the piece together myself. But in the end, the 2 old toilets discover that he is clearly the one that has shoved the dolphin up somebody's ass. And, seawater, something. Seawater, blah, blah, blah.
Seawater.
Shit. The story's falling apart right before my eyes. But when the 2 old toilets confront the man that he's the one that shoved the dolphin up somebody's ass as well as the jersey, he panics. He kicks over the 2 old toilets and they shatter. 2 weeks to retirement.
Oh God! I knew this was going to end in tragedy.
Well, yeah, it's 2 weeks to retirement.
Yeah.
And then closing scene, the young toilet is standing there. Bidet's flowing, just bawling his eyes out, playing bugles. They get a 21 flush salute. It's, they go off, they get sent off properly, but, it was only 2 weeks to retirement.
Mm.
And that's how this Florida man was taken down by 2 old toilets. I just want to say the other toilet had an amazing mustache.
Did they say taken down? What was the read the Florida man again?
Florida man finds his way to Illinois, and I forgot how he did get to Illinois. He took a ferry across the land. The old land ferries. Took a land ferry to Illinois, where the two old toilets were on a stakeout, waiting for his arrival.
This is actually like a hard thing. I'm trying to figure out. I'm just assuming this guy was wanted for breaking into houses, and they kept like some shit perfectly preserved in these toilets, and then he did something in Illinois, and they were like, "Hey."
I was thinking this might be more of a rush hour situation. So you got the one old toilet from Florida who's been chasing down this man. That'd be your Jackie Chan character. And then you got the other old toilet that's out in Chicago, in the old Illinois area, who's got his, fast and loose Japanese toilet, bidet singing, fancy electronics guy. And they're chasing down this man. And of course, the two old toilets don't get along. They don't see eye to eye. The other guy plays it, still fast and loose because he's a Florida detective. He's a Florida old toilet. And they like to take risks that a Chicago toilet just won't do. He's a good old fashioned gumshoe, and the Florida toilet bonds with the young whippersnapper Japanese toilet. And, in the end, they all discover that they're all family. It turns out they're cousins or some shit. And in vengeance, the young toilet vows the rest of his life that he will take down every Florida man that sets foot on Chicago soil. The end? I don't know. Jesus Christ.
Okay, I'm thinking somebody recognizes this dude, calls in the police. While they're waiting for the police to come, they Boondock Saints him, one toilet, throw it over the ledge. That one toilet misses. Run into the neighbor's thing. Boom, next toilet. Tossing them out windows.
And they were both 2 weeks to retirement.
At the end of the day, these poor toilets, no matter what the situation, these poor toilets, they were old. They were ready for this to be over. And,
they spent their time. They've seen a lot. Toilets have probably seen some of the worst things you can imagine. But, they stick with it. They do what they can. They just want to make a difference in the world.
They occasionally overflow just to let you know they have feelings, too.
Yes, every once in a while, you got to have a breakdown of some sort. You can't live your whole life just, fast and loose like the Japanese toilet.
Agreed.
So, I have a confession. I really want a Japanese toilet. That's what this all comes down to. Is I just really want a Japanese toilet.
Who doesn't?
I know. They warm the seat. They sing music. I mean, there's a bidet. I mean, some of them might even cook you breakfast. Now, I don't know if I want breakfast from a toilet, but you know what? It's an option.
I believe this toilet would clean itself so well that
you could eat off of it.
Yeah, and I imagine eventually it'll become sentient. And then I'll have to worry about, okay, is this toilet cooking me? But I mean, I guess the way we're talking, they're already sentient, so.
True. But the young fast and loose toilet is vowing vengeance now, so that could lead us to a Flushinator situation, if you will. Somebody's gonna have to be sent back in time. Because you peel off Arnold's skin and suddenly he's a toilet, and John Connor stuff happens. The franchise goes awry. It spins off. You know, it loses its way. They try to remake it, and it's just not the same. Maverick's got nothing to add, so he's emote spamming. Well, as long as you're participating.
Yeah, I mean...
And this one's cute. It's little puppy dogs. And this is a raccoon that has mean farts.
I love that. That's amazing. Where'd you get the hand emote thing?
The what?
I was talking to Maverick.
Oh.
Who'd you have to subscribe to get them hands? Because now that's the only way I want to post anybody's emotes, which is especially Maverick.
No. I can't tell at their hands from my computer screen. I got a low resolution computer screen right now. I'm not happy about it. I thought it was just a raccoon with wicked farts.
I mean, that comment makes sense now that I realized that you didn't know they were hands.
I just see little like purple flames, and that makes me think farts. They could be farting hands. I don't know.
I mean, based off the story we've just told and went through, anything's possible.
Yeah, I mean, 2 old toilets so close to retirement.
I feel like that's actually a good thing if you made it like... Well, never mind. We'll move on. Enough toilet and shit talking, all that stuff.
Enough toilet and shit talking. There's never enough toilet and shit talking. Never. All right. So let's get to our. You know what? Let's do So tonight for our podcast, we're going to be reviewing God damn it! It's spelled with a Z. I should have read. I spelled it with an S this whole fucking time. All the social medias have an S. I should have known it was with a Z. These were clearly made in the 90s because everything's cooler with a Z in the 90s. So what we are doing tonight was we are reviewing the Buzz Ball. Buzz Ball. Buzz Ballz. Now, we couldn't both find the same flavors, but we found 2 that are coladas. I got a pineapple colada, also known as a pina colada.
No, we both have pineapple coladas.
Oh,
so
you do
have one. We nailed at least one.
What? Holy shit! We did something right for once. Holy shit! Who would have known? I don't know if you're supposed to shake these well, but I'm going to anyways. So, Buzz Ballz. I forgot to look up information on it because that's the one thing I totally forgot about. God damn it.
Well, it's woman-owned.
What? Oh, it is. They are woman-owned.
So,
wow. Aren't we #woke today?
Supporting my fellow ladies.
Ladies. All the single ladies. All the single ladies. I don't know. So, let's cheers the Buzz Ballz to woman-owned enterprises.
It's orange wine with coconut, pineapple, and lime juices.
Ah, yes. We've had some Buzz Ballz previously on some audio podcasts at one point. And it's been a while since we revisited the Buzz Ball situation. They are 15% alcohol per volume, and they were $2.99 a piece where I purchased them. So, to women enterprises.
To women enterprises.
Huzzah! It's not terrible.
Yeah. It's kind of a a no comment situation. Like they're not. I have nothing to say about it. It's good.
I can definitely taste the pineapple in it with a hint of
like
the. It tastes like
a Bahama Mama.
No, it does not taste like a Bahama Mama. It has a Bahama. It's more like just the Hama. The Hamana.
They don't
That's what we
taste
got here.
very alcohol-y. They do taste pleasant.
Oh, there it is. I think the booze is just kind of sitting there at the bottom or something. I don't know. It's not awful. Would you like to get to the booze in the news?
Sure.
Why not? This week's booze in the news comes to you from New Jersey. So, I picked this story up from, I believe it was the New York Post. Come on, bro. Let's get to the story. Yes, this comes from the New York Post. Bruce Springsteen was busted for a DWI.
Recently?
This story came out February 11th, 2021. So, yes, recently. So, from what I understand, Bruce Springsteen was cruising along on his little motor scooter, on his hog, not his penis, his motorcycle. He was just riding his hog around the place. So, I guess he had pulled over for a second. Some fans wanted some pictures. He took some pictures and he took a shot of tequila in front of police. And they pulled his ass over for taking a shot with some fans and posing for pictures.
How dare they do that to Bruce Springsteen?
I know, those bastards. He's an American treasure. A Jersey treasure at best.
I'll be honest, though. I don't... I know it. Like, I'm sure I know some of his songs, but I feel like I get him and somebody else mixed up.
I'm sure you do, because you
what
have.
Does he sing?
His best known is "Born in the USA," as Maverick put, is "Drunk in the USA." I was born in East LA. Sorry, I was born in the USA, and he's got a bunch of random hits. I think he had "Born to Be Wild," not "Born to Be Wild." No, Born to Run. He's got a shit ton of stuff, but apparently 71. He's getting a DWI for taking a shot with some fans. So,
what do we know what his blood out? Was it that one shot with the fans?
Or
when did they do a breathalyzer and it was like, dude, you've made multiple pit stops to multiple fans.
Let's see. So he was charged with DWI, reckless driving, and consuming alcohol in a closed area. His blood alcohol was a 0.02.
And isn't it? What's the
0.08?
So he's fine?
I don't know. Yes, Bruce Springsteen is now Steppenwolf and Bob Seger. Actually, Steppenwolf is way better.
I do like Steppenwolf.
They have a magic carpet ride.
Once upon a time, I wanted to name my kid Steppenwolf. True facts.
Is it once upon a time or is it current time?
No, I'm over that.
Oh, okay.
It was my early beginning weed phase. When I first started smoking weed and everything was new and wonderful to me. Steppenwolf was
a magic discovery.
I mean, I already had known some Steppenwolf stuff, but the weed made me go like, you know what?
Yes.
This is our band.
This is it. This is my life. This is me now.
But
my whole thoughts on this is well, I'm not a big fan of Bruce Springsteen. Bruce Springsteen. Don't really care too much about his music.
Jimmy Buffett is who I always get him confused with. Bruce Springsteen and Jimmy Buffett. It's just because they're two names of people that I've heard a lot. And I know they do music, but I don't really know their stuff. So
yes,
they're interchangeable in my mind.
Born with a cheeseburger in paradise.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's the crossover.
I just imagine they have somewhat similar crowds.
Bruce E. Peen. Bruce Weeping? He might have been wasting away in Margaritaville. I mean, catch up with old friends, Margaritaville it away. Fun times.
I'm sure they're not comparable music-wise, but just as old men that I hear people like to,
I mean, it's old bad music, so
yeah, bust out too. That's
and they're both kind of frat boy music, so
yeah, I just love them together.
Maverick, I'm not clicking on that one.
I can't see it. I need to.
The power is mine.
Yeah, and I'll join Twitch and I won't see it anyway. So
I thought I clicked the things you should be. I don't know.
I just can't see it on this. I'm just gonna have to
pull it up on Twitch.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get into this argument. I'm not gonna go there. I'm better than this. I'm the bigger man.
Hey, Maverick, post it one more time.
That is your music? Oh.
Yeah, it's because I'm not subscribed to us.
What the fuck?
I spent my free subscription to Maverick.
Oh. I am not a frat boy. How dare you, you bastard. You lying bastard. I am not a frat boy. I've never been a frat. I've never been spanked with a paddle for free. Yes, we are live. We are so live right now. And hello.
Hi.
She's a lovely friend. I'm glad to see you're jumping in here. We are as live as it gets. We are live. We are. That's true. I am barely alive. Yes, really, I am barely alive. Extreme. Thank you for jumping in here. Where we go?
Though, I could see you being a frat dude these days.
I am not. How do I give a frat boy image?
I just feel like you could I guess I'm imagining I would put you and Bert Kreischer in the same realm of
Wow. Okay.
So, and he was a frat dude, so I could see you being a frat dude.
I will take this. I'm just saying that if I'm getting spanked with a paddle by some dudes, it's gonna cost at least $10. I don't give that shit away for free. Just saying.
$10 spank.
$10. $10 make you holler.
I never wanted to be a pimp, but I never found the right hoe. $10, spank the boyfriend. The boy. Not boyfriend.
Yeah, $10 for spanking. It's at least 20 for handy. I have my limits. I have my prices. I do this for free.
Did you get one spank or how many spanks?
That's a good question. I'm gonna have to put together some invoices.
I say raise the price a little bit. 2 spanks. 10.50? No.
1 spank for 10, 2 for 15.
Okay.
That's a bargain right there. You know what? And free shipping. You always got to include the free shipping.
Are we shipping you places?
I don't know, man. I'm just saying that's what they say is Walt Flanagan always says free shipping is the crack of the retail world. You know, that's how you get people hooked. You know, you got that free shipping. Look at me. I'm an Amazon addict. All this shit here is all Amazon. Just about. The mixer, Amazon. The lights, Amazon. The cameras, Amazon. The computers, well, Full Sail, and then Extreme hooked me up with the computer that we're streaming on.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, I am a high-priced hoe. I consider myself a little bit of a bargain, though. You know what I mean? I'm willing to work some deals out. I mean, how many people give 2 spanks away for 15? You know, with a paddle. I mean, that's a deal. That is a deal.
I mean, assuming like you can wind up as much as you want to, yeah. You might end up with a busted ass, sir.
For busted ass, that's gonna cost extra. Yeah, seriously. Oh.
$15, 2 spanks, and you got to be half cocked when you do it.
And Diane, Maverick says type in here with her Twitch account. Because Maverick says. But I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna go for the full swing and bust the ass, I'm saying, you know, if you blow a cheek out, I mean, shit, dude. How much would it cost to get, you know, for a blown out cheek? I would say at least $150 if you blow out a cheek.
I mean, yeah.
At least.
That's your bread and butter, dude.
For real. In more ways than one.
I can see this being a whole thing. If you want like a fresh cheek Justin, you got to pay more. If you want like a cheek Justin where somebody's already spanked it, you got to wait a couple, you know.
Now, obviously,
make your money, brother. Make your money.
Obviously, if I have a blown out cheek, then obviously I'm gonna have to offer a discount. It's like when you go to a store and you find the bargain bin and like it's a race car with a wheel fell off. You know, during the blown out cheek part, I'd have to offer some sort of a discount.
I think you could charge more for a blown out butt cheek. I think you could find a kink for that. Like, oh, this dude's ass has already been paddled so hard. I'm going to be the last blow that kills it, you know?
Oh. Since you jumped in here, Scarlet O'Dare, a little late. This cute little white thing we're drinking out of is a Buzz Ball. It's the pineapple colada one. We have 2 more to go through. And they are 15% alcohol per volume. And Extreme is asking, how does one blow out a cheek? Asking for a friend. Well, in this particular scenario, we're talking somebody winds up a little bit hard and just fucking goes full on, you know, like what's his name? Mark McGuire on your ass and just blows out that butt cheek, hits a home run series on your ass.
Yeah.
And that's how you acquire out a blown out butt cheek.
Quickest way to a blown out butt cheek.
Yeah.
Somebody winds up, and then you'll know when you've blown out a butt cheek.
Oh yeah, that's
when you feel it.
You'll instantly know that cheek is blown out. Blown out. And Scarlett O'Dare says, "Go easy." Nothing's easy about us. We're high class, bottom shelf hookers. I don't know. Well, at least
you're
I am.
high class. Yeah, you're high class. I'm bottom class. We just need to. We need to figure out the competition. We need to gather ideas of some bottom class contests.
Yes, we will. We'll have to figure this out. I think what we may have to do is when you're here in our studio, if you will, we'll set it up. We might have to invite some people, call some witnesses, and we'll sort this out. It'll be a whole to do, and we'll get this bottom class thing rolling. We just got to figure out our judge, a non-biased judge.
Yeah, definitely.
You can't be I said a non-biased judge, Maverick. Non-bias.
I don't know. He was hitting on you pretty hard earlier. So
that's true. That is true. So either way, it still might be non-bias.
He said he was gonna leave me for you, so oh yeah, dude. If Extreme wanted to do
Extreme's voluntary, Maverick's voluntary. Well,
we could form a small panel.
Well,
and also
we'll have to sort this out. We'll get into the details at some point. We'll have a production meeting and sort this all out.
Call
This will be a big to do.
Was it Greg? From Weekly World News. What was it?
Oh, Greg DeLisandro. I wonder if he'd be down for that. I had to see. We had to hit him up.
I don't know. It might be beneath him.
We'll throw some Weekly World News stuff in there.
He does. He is a part of the world's only reliable
news source.
So.
We might have to see if he'll be willing to report on the situation.
Tell him we need Bigfoot and we need him now.
Yes, where's Bigfoot?
We need him to judge a bottom class off.
We can't draw straws. This has gotten personal. Lots of accusations have been thrown around over the last couple of months.
Yeah.
Diane. Accusation queen.
It's true. You bougie, though.
How am I bougie? Just because I have a car? I would say at best I'm ghetto fabulous. I don't know about full on bougie. Every once in a while I like some nice things. A girl could like to be treated right every once in a while. Isn't that a reasonable thing to ask?
Treat yourself. I'm all, self-love, all that stuff. I'm bottom class.
Hey, we ain't going there, Maverick. Just him on this music. Just you mention one thing and people gotta just be all personal about it.
Okay. Redeem yourself with one good music choice. Like, what's a band? I know it's all, whatever, but if you had one band where you're like, okay, he obviously thinks Nirvana sucks. what's the one band that you feel like uplifts you into a higher level of
a higher level in his mind?
I mean, I guess this is a dumb question because it's impossible to answer. But
Yes.
I tried to yes and the chat, and I failed.
Foo Fighters is not better. I'm never gonna say Foo Fighters is better. I'm just never gonna say that. Their first two albums were good, and then from there on, it just kind of it lost its pizzazz. It really did.
Foo Fighters is very wholesome.
Yeah. Fucking Marsha Brady over here.
That's how I describe Foo Fighters. I have no opinion on the music, honestly.
I will say I will take my Sublime and raise you a real big fish. Because I really love the Real Big Fish. Because everybody else is an asshole. And I stand by that wholeheartedly. Yes, I said the Real Big Fish because everyone else is an asshole.
These I don't feel the need to chug these. Like, I feel like the size of it is like chug me, but the taste is like, take a sip.
Yes. Why am I supposed to go early pop punk band? They're a 90s ska band, and the Real Big Fish is still going strong to this day. Their last album, Candy Coated Fury, was fucking gold. Well, it wasn't a gold album, but it was gold. It was quite lovely. That's the one that had Everyone Else as an Asshole.
Okay, I'm gonna chug it.
And they were touring with Beeps and Her Moneymakers.
I feel
the
like
Bloodhound Gang.
There's more like fluid in here than you imagine. Just
yeah. You know. Okay. I got next Limerita, and I got Apple. Yeah, you're right. I think Candy Coated Fury is not their latest album, but that was the last one I got of theirs.
And then this is where we differentiate.
Yes.
Because I ended up with a Choco Chiller and Strawberry Rita.
I got Limerita. Let's go Limerita and Strawberry Rita.
Okay.
We'll do Apple last. Sorry, Extreme. You're too late.
Well, I wonder if this is always said woman owned or if this is something they felt recently to put on their packaging.
Maybe it was one in a divorce. I don't know how I feel about it.
Well, because it's like, I mean, I don't think it matters. We were talking the other day, well, today, because me and Mike were talking about there's this one commercial where it's all like the V word. We're not talking about vagina. We're talking about the V word. And I was like, whose problem is it? And they're like, when we say the V word, we're apologizing for, I don't know what it was, but I was just like, this is not a real problem.
Yes, I've seen there's been lots of articles about how Valentine's Day is.
No, I'm talking about vaginas, Justin.
Oh, vaginas?
Vaginas.
Okay. So whose problem is vaginas?
I don't know. I've never met a person who was like, you said vagina. No, it's the V word. I was just like, what kind of propaganda is this? I've never talked to somebody and had a problem with the word vagina.
Did somebody named Karen come up with this?
I feel like it because it doesn't make sense. I'm all for like female power and all that stuff, but I'm like, that's just not a problem. Vagina is the word.
Vagina is the way, the life, the light. I don't know. I have no issue with yes.
I'm just like,
vaginas do rock. But if your vagina is a rock, you should probably see a doctor.
I mean, I'm sure there are women out there who have trouble saying the word vagina or feel like it's a naughty word. But I don't feel like that's a real issue.
I feel like maybe you should get your ass out of church and be around real people for a few minutes.
I mean, yeah.
that's
like, the only type of people who feel like, privates are naughty in some way, but I'm just like, vagina's the word. I've never met somebody who's like, where I've said vagina, they're like, the V word, you mean? Or who has talked to me like, oh, my V word is, like, acting up. I don't know. But like,
I get it if maybe if you're saying like cunt or twat or busting out the pussy, those words can be a little bit intense. I get you. Well,
I'm all for female empowerment, but I was like, that commercial, that's just not a thing. I'm like, you're trying to act like you're empowering women, but the word's vagina. Nobody's ever said the V word.
No.
It's never been a bad word. Stop trying to make it seem like it ever was, because it hasn't.
Some people just got to make things a problem.
That's exactly how I felt. I was like, what do you mean? Like, this is the first time the word vagina has ever been posed to me like a bad thing. And you're like basically telling me, oh, it's not a bad thing. And I'm just like, when and where was it ever?
I mean, trying to think of
for some pad or tampon commercial. I couldn't remember, but I just remember seeing it and being like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, you're supposed to be the cool brand of whatever you're doing.
China was offended by the word vagina.
Yeah. Probably because people kept saying vagina.
Yeah, you know what? That's probably it.
When I was young, I actually thought it was vagina. Like, when I was at elementary school and nobody had officially been like...
Mike sent a clip. Agitated salty kimchi party. Or not a clip. Oh, he's talking about my vagina? Is the salty kimchi party time? Maybe. That's what he's called me in high school.
Have you taken a sip of yours? How does it taste?
I've taken many sips. It tastes...
I've taken two. I haven't even opened mine.
Jesus Christ, Diane. We have 3 of these to get through before the end of the show.
Vagina.
Oh. Well, this literally has the salty, the liminess, has everything. Everything.
I would drink this.
Oh, look, Scarlett O'Dare. She appreciates my kimchi vagina.
We all do and should.
Aye.
This is actually good, I think. It tastes like a sour strawberry kind of thing, because I'm assuming there's lime in here.
Yeah.
Nope, it's just orange wine. Is all of this orange wine? Yeah, it's all made out of orange wine.
Oh, interesting.
And then just changed into something else.
Oh.
It's got a lot of dyes in it. But it does have natural flavors, so. I would say this isn't bad. I would drink this.
Oh, Maverick clipped us. That's what it is. I will pin this to my Facebook. Just for you, Maverick. It'll be pinned to the Facebook.
Oh.
Oh.
I just spilled my Buzz Bomb on me.
Maverick appreciates my kimchi vagina as well. He'd smash.
What did I say?
Oh, sorry. Let's have to keep this on the DL.
Yeah.
The DL. You know what's not offensive, though? Saturday morning cartoons. I said we're going to talk about Saturday morning cartoons. Because one of the things is we are kind of in the split generation here. Me as an elder millennial. Saturday morning cartoons was the way in life for me. And I kind of watched things as they changed. And you no longer had the Saturday morning experience. As much as I love the Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon and having cartoons all day long, there was just something magical about the Saturday morning cartoon experience. I mean, you had classics like Eek the Cat, X-Men, the animated series. You had Spider-Man. You had Tasmania. You had the Tasmanian Devil had a cartoon. You had Sea Monkeys. You had Beakman's World. You had I guess those technically weren't cartoons, but they were on the Saturday morning lineup. They had the little like cow thing, a bunch of Ninja Turtles knockoff stuff. Saturday morning cartoons was dope AF. I miss the Saturday morning cartoons. I'm sad that it died.
I mean, I grew up in a time where, cartoons.
They're everywhere.
They're all the time. I didn't have a morning I could wake up and watch stuff. That was constant. Plus, I didn't really get to watch anything that wasn't pre-approved by my parents.
Oh, that's true.
They raised one demon spawn and we're like, all right.
Oh, come on. Come on. And to be fair, a lot of the 90s cartoons was a little bit intense. Got a shout out to the Bugs Bunny Roadrunner show. I mean, there was just something magical about being able to wake up Saturday morning, get your bowl of cereal, sit down, watch your Eek the Cat, The Tick.
See, I've seen those shows like The Tick. I remember watching, but it was like on a channel specifically for those type of shows.
Yeah.
Like, Boomerang or like all these other ones where it was like older cartoons, but it was 24/7.
Yeah, dude. Well, 5 a.m. That's a bit early. I think usually it was about 7 a.m. was when a lot of them started.
I was going to say, too, I didn't exist in the morning.
That's true.
I was going to school. I didn't exist. I was going to sleep at probably around the time Saturday morning cartoons. I mean, are we talking about stuff that they would play after the kids were supposed to go to bed? Because for me, it was like Ariel.
No. Saturday morning.
X-Men was a thing for me. Like, if you stayed up past a certain time, like older, like the X-Men stuff would come on. Little Mermaid content.
When I was watching Saturday morning cartoons, you were just like wee babies. Mm-hmm. Because that was when Mom ran the restaurant. So I'd wake up and watch my Saturday morning cartoons where you guys would run around and terrorize shit. And I'd be like, "Oh, leave me alone. I'm watching cartoons. Jesus Christ." But yet, I believe X-Men ended the Saturday morning lineup on Fox Kids. It was the last show, and then it went to fucking golf.
Because, like, we used to, when I was watching it, it was always on really late at night. And I would have to, because when I was younger, me, my sister, and my mom all pretty much slept in one room in the same bed. So like I would have to like come down, turn the TV, make sure the TV was. I would turn the TV down low before I went to sleep, so when I turned it back on, it wasn't like. And then I would
See,
I would stay up through the night, and then it was on like in the like early AMs.
no, it wasn't that early. It wasn't that early. This is like for average children. You're thinking of like liquid television and like the adult cartoons type of stuff.
I mean, my whole life was
and
cartoons.
Adult Swim.
My whole life was cartoons, so
Yeah.
I didn't experience that as at a young age. I didn't experience the Saturday morning cartoon.
Oh, that was the best. And Maverick's got a shout out for Sonic X and Kirby.
I know they did like a kind of like a reboot thing when I was younger, and they were like Saturday morning cartoons, and it was one day. I don't feel like it was a Saturday. It might have been, probably. I mean, assuming, but
yeah, I know Fox tried to reboot it. Fox was one of the last ones to let go of the Fox Kids programming. But Fox Kids was definitely the best because they had Eek the Cat, they had X-Men, they had The Tick, they had who else did they have? What's the other one that I watched? They didn't have. Did they have? No, they didn't have. What else did they have? Oh, Bobby's World. That was a fucking classic, man. Bobby's World is usually the first one. I believe Bobby's World was on ABC. Bobby's World was great. That was one of my favorites. And then you had like the Donnie Saucers. I think they were on ABC. And then, of course, you had like Garfield and Friends, which is okay. I liked that quite a bit, but not as much as some of the other ones.
I just remember hating everything I was allowed to watch to some degree. Like,
if you weren't allowed to watch it sucked ass.
I mean, it's fine, but when you know there's more stuff out there, like it's kind of like, okay, I'm tired of this. Like, I know there's other cartoons. Like, I used to love Billy and Mandy, and then one day my stepdad saw the tarot cards, and then I couldn't watch Billy and Mandy anymore.
Oh man!
And it was just like,
Billy and Mandy was a great show. That was a great show.
And I was just like, it's not even like a crazy thing, because my parents were like, you know.
Oh, you know what? I think Two Stupid Dogs used to be on the Saturday morning cartoon lineup.
See, I know that from Boomerang.
Oh, I can't believe Two Stupid Dogs on Boomerang. That makes me feel old as fuck. Like when I think of Boomerang, I think like all the early, like Magilla Gorilla, Yogi Bear, and like all the like 50s, 60s, and 70s cartoons. But Two Stupid Dogs is freaking great. I love Two Stupid Dogs. Best cartoon, I don't know if ever. Jesus Christ, why is that? Hang on, I gotta go yell at children. Because they got the music cranked way the fuck up.
Are you gonna mute it so we don't?
Yeah, I'm gonna mute.
He mutes it and still talks. It's so cute.
I'm leaving.
I know, but you muted it as you were saying something. Okay. I'm gonna take a gander at the thing. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, cartoons. Yeah, I didn't have that Saturday morning cartoon thing. Cause I mean, all I was allowed to watch was cartoons, but they had to have been like some slipped through. Like I said, Billy and Mandy. Like, and then once they saw them, they were just like, no, I couldn't watch any anime when I was young. Cause honestly, I don't know why. I know there was this big deal about Pokemon, and it supposedly
because they were
it was
they were pocket monsters.
because they were pocket monsters.
and reminiscing about the Smurfs now. I actually never got into the Smurfs that much. I like the Snorks better than the Smurfs.
I could watch the Smurfs just because my parents knew of the Smurfs. So like stuff like that I could kind of see. Like if they had some familiarity with it. But
Wow.
they weren't also interested in finding out what was good for me to watch and what wasn't. So
I'm starting to feel like Maverick is just a hipster. You know, he wants to go against the grain. Now he's Digimon is better than Pokemon. He just wants to, go against the flow.
I've been watching Digimon, and the only thing, because as a kid, the only thing I knew about Digimon is Digimon had a great theme, like intro.
I vaguely remember the Digimon.
Digimon Bunts. I remember that. Like, I didn't even watch the show, and I knew that shit. And I was like, that's a banger. As a kid. Pokemon, I never even got to see any of that, so I don't.
I like the Pokemon mostly for the Pokemon rap. Extreme is Looney Tunes and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was, oh god, it's just Chez Magnifique. Oh yes, the Littles. I watched a shit ton of the Littles. I always forgot what the name of the Littles was called, but I had to get back to the Ninja Turtles. The fucking Ninja Turtle. What? Look at this fucking hipster. The Teenage Mutant cartoon was terrible too. The OG Ninja Turtles was a great cartoon. He just,
I never saw the actual. I feel like I haven't seen that.
I have gone back
the movies. I love the movies.
I have gone back and watched the movies, the cartoon. I had a box set of Ninja Turtles. That shit was great. Well, dude, you're talking early 90s cartoons. There's so many animation errors back in the day. I stand by the Ninja Turtles was great. And I'm not going to ever denounce the Ninja Turtles ever. Now He-Man's a different situation.
Are you denouncing He-Man?
I'm not denouncing He-Man, but I have tried to go back and watch He-Man, and it wasn't the same experience. It was okay. But I didn't have that same nostalgic experience that the Ninja Turtles still brought back to me. The He-Man cartoons was, like I said, it was okay. I watched that Master of the Universe movie a while back, and yeah, it was terrible then. It's still terrible now. It's always been terrible. It's
okay. Is Captain Planet an early morning cartoon kind of thing?
Yes, they were an early morning cartoon.
I remember that. That's me trying to wiggle my way back into this conversation.
Okay, Maverick. Every cartoon ever made during our youth was all about selling toys. Transformers, Ninja Turtles, G.I. Joe, all of them. Thundercats, all of them. All of them was made by toy companies to sell toys. And I accept that. It was all about selling cheap trinkets to kids. And you know what? I enjoy cheap trinkets. I'm not going to apologize. I do think it's great. I do feel like they keep trying to reboot it and recapture the magic that it once was.
I'll be honest,
it's just not the same.
I really enjoyed the I don't know what you call it. I don't know if you call it a live action Ninja Turtle movies. I also went and saw TMNT when it came out I was probably like 6th grade, something like that. It came out. I saw it at least 3 times in theaters.
Yeah, that one wasn't too bad.
Like I saw it 3 times in theaters. So I don't know. I've loved the Turtles. I have the one of my favorite gifts I ever got was a graphic novel where it's Batman and the Ninja Turtles. And of course, Raphael and Batman got a bond because they're both the brooding type. So,
Yeah. But we got to get into a little debate. Maverick says that I don't like the new ones because I'm not a kid. That's not true. Because the Ninja Turtles did get remade, and the previous one to what it is now with the weird animation, I liked that one.
I forgot. Does that count as a live action one when everything's CGI?
No, that doesn't count.
Because I didn't count that as. I almost even forgot about that. Because I started to watch the first one and I was like, not my bag.
Because CGI is just a different form of animation. Now, I did definitely get into shit, what was that series? It was still animated. It was before the CGI versions. I didn't like the CGI versions, and I didn't like the one where they had the Ninja Turtles and they added the girl, the pink one. It wasn't the same. But yeah, the animated TNMT movie was actually pretty good. I did enjoy that. I watched that one. The one that they have currently now, I probably could like it, but I just don't like the way the turtles look. It's I find it grating.
Well, there's just so many dumb things about that I just didn't like. Like, how hard is it? Like, I hate that they I feel like it was like an After Effect thing to make her hair. Like, I'm a person who's nitpicky. It doesn't take anything to get somebody to have red hair. That's not a problem. If you're not willing to dye your hair red for the thing, not a problem. Yeah, she's got her yellow jacket. Cool. I was happy to see that. But it's like the after effect and the effect of like trying to make her dark hair look reddish was dumb to me. I mean, everything was dumb to me. I just hated everything about those movies, I guess.
Oh, yeah. The last
I didn't even bother with the last one. I was just like, I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered.
The last two Ninja Turtles movies weren't great. Now the live action 90s ones were great.
Yeah, I enjoy those. I've seen all of them except for the one with the girl. That's the only one I haven't seen.
No, it wasn't a movie. They tried to reboot the series, and they added a girl Ninja Turtle, and it was a live action Ninja Turtles series, and it was weird.
But I love that kind of like special effects, like even as because I feel like I was born in an era where it's in between, like there was like behind me was like all just the like goofy hokey costumey bit, and then before me is just all this super.
Yes. See, Maverick is knows what he's talking about, and her name was Venus. Was that in the 90s? I thought that was in the early 2000s. It could have been the late 90s. It could have been the late 90s, but it wasn't the same because I tried to watch it because I was like, "Oh, this looks interesting." And I watched it, and it was mostly because the acting was really bad, and like I appreciated the live action turtle suits. It just, I don't know. Yes, the next mutation. That's what it was. The next mutation.
Because I love the suits. Something about it, I don't know. I've always loved that kind of stuff.
We have gone.
It's the uncanny valley of that I like. But when you're watching something that's super CGI, you know it's CGI. To me, there's no uncanny valley, and some would debate that. But to me, it's like I need to see something physical and I can relate to that. Like, and like I know there was no real CGI on those movies, but like that's
And
why I also like the Mario movie. That's my
oh,
perfect amount of like like digital effects, and also like I like that movie.
The Mario movie would be good if they didn't claim to be Mario Brothers.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I take it for what it is because I was like, do they have a backstory? I don't know what the backstory is. I was like, this might be good. But I was just watching it and I was like, I like this movie for what it is. I don't know what it is because I don't know anything about the Mario Brothers except for plumbers. But like, I liked it. It was kind of.
Yeah.
I like the effects. I like seeing people in costume. Like, I like seeing the special effects in that nature. I don't like watching something and being like, okay.
Oh, and now Maverick's being a Mario movie apologist. I see how it is. It's fucking hipster. Just got to be against the grain.
No, it's a good movie, but if you're
I don't like I said, I still only saw it the one time when I was a kid, and it upset me, and I haven't gone back to watch it since. So
I mean, Yoshi is the one thing where I'm like, I don't know what to do with that, but I thought it looked amazing in the movie for the time. Like I was like, it still looks realistic, but you can also tell that it's not necessarily real, and that's what I like. To me, that's the uncanny value. It's not unsettling to me. It's more that draws me in than just seeing like some bitch flipping around in the air doing all this crazy shit that is like nowhere near the realm of possibility.
Yeah. So a little plug for Maverick's podcast, Super Venture Video. No, Super Video. Dan.
Okay, Super
Vidya
Venture Turbo.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. I think. Hang on.
Super
Where's my
Adventure Turbo?
Super Ultra Vidya Adventure Turbo?
I was like, I'm forgetting a word.
Super Ultra. But he's doing a podcast about it. And it's on Spotify, I believe. Yes, it's available on Spotify. And he was saying they're talking about 90s video game movies.
Oh yeah, like that's a great podcast for all that stuff. Like it's a good homey thing. From what I tell, I don't know. It's a even if you don't have the same experience, it's really good at. I like video games. They like video games.
Yes.
It's a great thing. I love it. Give it a watch.
A listen.
A listen.
On Spotify.
I'm the worst promoter of things.
Oh, shit, you are.
I am.
How many times I've been trying to get you to...
I promoted today.
Oh, you did. You did. I'm proud of you. You finally promoted the podcast after 4 years of doing this.
I'm getting there. I just don't use social media. It's hard for me to want to. I'm out of place in this podcasting world, if I'm being honest. I don't like attention. I don't use social media.
I don't like attention, but I'm going to be on this podcast with my brother.
Yeah, pretty much. But I don't require a lot of attention. I'm a very...
I acquire loads of attention.
I require none. I used to. And then I got into high school and I just I hated it. I don't like attention.
I polished off my Limerita. Actually, not Limerita, my Limerita chiller.
But I'm also a homeschooled kid, so to some degree.
Yes, that's why you're so awkward.
6th grade, I went to school. 7th, 8th, didn't. 9th grade, went to school. Then I quit until I got my GED because I went back to school in ninth grade, but my homeschool credits were deemed,
Hey, hang on here. Hang on. Maverick, I feel offended. Okay, I'll take that I'm pretty. But then he says I should be ignored like 80s cartoons. My feelings are hurt.
What's your defense for that?
Well, I am pretty, but I shouldn't be ignored like 80s cartoons. That's upsetting.
Oh, so it's the fact he but are there 80s cartoons that you think are mentionable?
Yeah. The Ninja Turtles started in the 80s.
Well, yeah, but
But I shouldn't be ignored. 80s cartoons watchable.
I guess the whole point is he's saying you're
I'm an 80s cartoon.
Sorry, I'll be honest. I don't know because I took 2 shots. I'm halfway through this other Buzz Ball. I don't know if
G.I. Joe was trash. Like I've rewatched it, and some of them I don't like. Some of it, but I don't know. It kind of depends on the series they're going through. He-Man, yeah, He-Man's just not the same. Like I like the idea of He-Man, but I'm not sure about the concept of it. All of them are made to sell toys, man. All of them are toys first. That's what 80s and 90s cartoons were all about, was selling toys. Shit, that's all cartoons are about now. Everything is sell toys. Digimon, Pokemon. It's all selling toys and games. Toys and games. Anyways. I'm going to sip on this apple. The apple's pretty down. G.I. Joe had morals for kids too. At the end, somebody's like swimming in a pool without parental provision and little Johnny starts to drown. And then Snake Eyes comes out. Actually, no, it wouldn't have been Snake Eyes. It was the Navy dude comes out and they're like, now you know. And knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. So, but yes, the Ninja Turtles did not necessarily have a PSA at the end. Yeah, I'm counting the PSAs because they were at the end of the cartoon. Like before the credits roll, they do the G.I. Joe PSA. So that counts. That was part of the show. That was part of the experience. Maverick, can we agree on the Ghostbusters cartoon? Sailor Moon. Shit, all the toys go for fucking shit ton of money now. Like, if I had all the childhood toys I had back then, shit, I could probably have bought a house with all the shit that I had. I had the OG Ecto 1. Oh, that Sailor Moon had PSAs too. I don't know. I was a Dragon Ball Z kid, not a Sailor Moon kid.
I'm barely becoming. I got to play the Sailor Moon games, but I never got to see the show.
Yeah.
Because anti-anime. But the games were fine.
See, Maverick's such a goddamn hipster. Dragon Ball Z sucks too. I will say that there was a lot of filler. There was a lot of recounting the last episodes, and that was frustrating. Ronin Warriors was dope as fuck, though.
Same with Naruto. Naruto was a lot of people running through, like Naruto running through the forest.
Honestly, that's kind of a That's kind of an anime thing.
Yeah. There's a lot of them like that.
Yeah, but, especially the 80s and 90s. A lot of them like that's what I hated about Bleach. Is like you have storyline season and then random season. Storyline season, random season.
I wanted so hard to get into Bleach. All my friends were into it, but I never did. I tried. I legitimately tried.
To get into Bleach?
Yeah.
I got into the first season, and then I think I got to season 4, and then I was like, I'm tired of this shit.
Because first
I'm tired of this back and forth.
When I saw Yoruichi, am I saying it right? I can't tell.
I don't even remember anymore.
I got a little bit of drunk on my tongue.
A little bit of that drunk on the tongue.
Yoruichi. Whatever her name is, you know who I'm talking about. It was nice to see a black person. I always enjoy to see, or at least darker skin. I can't necessarily say she's black, but
yeah,
dark. I enjoyed that. But then there was also like everybody being like, "Oh, that's you," and it's like, okay, cool. So I have to identify with this person.
That was kind of a dick move.
But my sister had no problem with that, and she kind of fits the bill. So that was her shit. So, and she would buy the purple wig. She was all about that. So I tried to get into it just because everybody I was around was into it, but I had a hard time.
See, Maverick being hipster again. I don't know. Honestly, I didn't see that one as far as fighting animes go. But I'm particular about animes.
Choco.
The Choco one?
Choco Chiller. Which is not chill at all. Didn't bother. But even so.
I disagree with you strongly. It's not hip. It's not boomer slang. God damn it. For correct.
This is really tasty.
Is it?
Yeah.
You don't even like chocolate.
I don't.
Oh, the other flavor they had was peach. They had peach over there. So I didn't get a peach.
Because where I went, there was only 3 of them, and I bought the 3 that I have displayed. If you would have bought peach and they had peach, I would have said, fuck it. I'm buying 2. I'm not gonna bother with another peach flavored thing. But this is really nice. It's cold outside, somewhat snowy. I imagine it's pretty much melted, but
yeah, it's pretty melted now. I think. I don't know.
It's like kind of like a Kahlua kind of taste.
Oh, okay. I guess I should have got that one.
It's not awful.
I should have got that one. Then we could have had 2 that matched. Fuck. Me and my hubris. Hoisted by my own petard.
Yeah, hoisted on his own petard.
I think that's part of what this podcast is about, is hoisting me on a petard. My own petard.
That from The Simpsons. It's hoisted on his own petard.
I learned it from Kevin Smith.
Lisa corrects Sideshow Bob and says it's on his own petards. And ever since then, I'm like, I can't wait to fucking The Simpsons. It apparently predicts the future and also tells you what the fuck's going on. Like, intelligent. I'll take it.
Wait, what? I need more clarification on the statement. I'm trying to verse myself in this. Was in a third world country. You were in a third world country? Which third world country? Oh. Maverick wants to be on the podcast so we could get drunk and argue. That'll be a special edition.
Anytime.
That'll be.
And I'll just sit here and get drunk and go.
Best of the bottom gold. Best of the bottom gold. That's not a bad idea.
I would love. I don't know. I really want ideas for this class off.
Yes.
That's what I'm calling it. So if anybody...
I was thinking about...
I want it to happen.
A trial. A bottom class trial.
Well, yeah.
You know what? You're not wrong. I think our state might be a third world country by now. It's trying to be. Oh, you know what? That is true. I have seen the memes talking about if the United States would invade the United States to free the United States from the tyranny of the United States. So maybe things have gotten weird and they keep getting weirder.
What does third world mean?
Well, okay, so technically, third world country is post-World War.
I get it. Okay, yeah, okay.
Post-World War II, you had your... Fuck. It's changed.
I always hear it as poverty-stricken. And like...
It's technically... that's kind of correct, but it really is more of kind of the third world country really came from post-World War II kind of situation.
Because I always hear talk about places as third world, and it kind of actually annoys me.
I want to say it had to do with people that were sided with the United States and Germany, and then part post-industrial revolution, all kinds of shit. I looked it up one day, and it was a whole big old long thing, but it's kind of changed in the definition. Because I think second world countries were countries that sided with Nazi Germany, some fucking shit. It was some weird fucking thing, but now it's basically poverty stricken. So,
because I mean, especially when people talk about visiting there, I'm like, dude, you hauled your ass over there. Don't talk about it third world country. Like, drives me insane. Like, I actually had a conversation about this, like with Mike, and yeah, I don't like the term. Where'd you go? What you do? I'm like, you have all this fucking money. You didn't show up in the third world country to slum it. You know what I mean?
Oh, here you go. There's definition. Looks like somebody was on the old Google machine. Third world country is an outdated and offensive term for a developing nation characterized by population with low and middle incomes and other socioeconomic indicators.
See, I felt offense, and look, definition, offense.
There you go.
I don't like that. If you're gonna go someplace, respect it for the place it is. Don't talk about it like it's a lesser than place. And I'm staying at a resort at a third world country. Fuck you. Like, get over yourself.
Wait, somebody says staying at a resort in a third world country? Is that a Kardashian meme?
They still have nice. No, I'm just saying these people are like, okay, if you must know, it's some Wendy Williams bullshit. And I'm a little bit embarrassed to admit that I do watch Wendy Williams. When I was homeschooled, she was always on. Same with Jerry Springer, fucking Steve Wilkos. I haven't grown out of it. But somebody was talking about because she sent her kid to Honduras, and there's this drama about blah 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 blah. Blah. No, Hungary, not Honduras. Don't listen to me. I'm listening to third hand. Just
It's an
in
H
bed.
word country. It's an
No,
H country.
I'm pretty sure it was Hungary, but I
Is
want to say
Hungary considered a third
Honduras.
world? Honduras, I know, is classified as a third
Okay,
world.
then I might have been right the first time.
I know Hungary is an
Either
Eastern
way,
European country.
I'm spending my time wasting it on Wendy Williams fucking drama. But I do love Wendy. And
Yes, Maverick believes it was Honduras. If we're talking about what we think we're talking about,
he was there, so he would know. So um yeah, I just don't like the yeah, I don't like talking like you decide to go there and then you're classing it as a lesser place, but you're still
oh,
deciding to go there. They sent their kid there to get help for his drug addiction. And I'm like, you're still gonna call it a third world country? To me,
wait,
it's an offensive thing.
you went to Honduras to get treatment for your drug addiction?
He had some problems with synthetic marijuana.
Spice?
Yeah, and they
Oh,
sent him there, and but it's not so much what Wendy Williams said, but this chick I was listening to report on
no.
it, and also the chick who was saying shit. So Calvin Hunter's mistress, lady, girlfriend. I guess it's girlfriend now because
All right.
I feel silly. It's a dumb thing to talk about. Let's not mention Wendy Williams.
Let's get over Wendy Williams. It's in the past. It's in the past.
It's in the past. Who gives
It
a
was
fuck?
2 days ago. It's in the past.
I feel silly for still watching her, but like I don't know. When I was in like middle school,
You know
she
what?
was always on.
This still fits the conversation because she is a fucking cartoon herself. Hey, look at that, bring it back.
I mean, for sure, she's when she had the whole feigning thing. Like I don't know if you saw.
I did see that. I did see that.
I was like, and then afterwards, I was like, I am watching somebody die on live television. I was like, this lady is not going to make it. Like, I've seen her when she was good. I've seen her now. Like, I was just like, this. I felt bad for watching, so I kind of quit for a bit.
To be fair, in some ways, we're kind of watching a lot of people die on live television.
I know, but I was just
I'm getting to the chat. Just hang on.
It was just one of those things where I was actually able, as a viewer, to watch the decline of somebody. And like for the most part, people talk shit about stuff, and it's like I don't know what's going on in her life, but I could see the decline of the show. It's the same like when you go back and watch. Like I love Stargate, all the Stargate series. When I was able to watch it all, you can see an obvious decline where it's just like, okay, the show should have ended. That's one thing about streaming all these shows that I don't like when they do okay, here's the whole show. I'm like, okay, but the show got boring at this point. I'm binge watching. It might as well be a movie. It sucks. Like from this episode to this episode. I hate binge watching. I refuse to do it for the most part because it's like you need that week to kind of go like, oh, what happened? This is cool. A lot of these binge shows, if you just binge them, you're like, you can pinpoint instantly where this show just sucks. Where the storyline falls through, where, okay, you said this in this episode, but you said this in this episode. That makes no sense. Like, plot holes are like giant. You see them glaring, beaming like it's the worst thing for television in some ways.
I kind of agree, but I'm a binge watcher because
I
I
can't.
get strung out. I guess it depends on the show. But real quick, let me get to a couple of things I've had sitting up here. So Scarlett was talking about her being a volunteer in the Peace Corps in the 2000s in Nicaragua. She used to take dictation back then. Dictation is a funny word.
I'm not saying that like there's any problems with her, you know, saying it.
And
But I just say
Extreme. He's a streamer too, just saying. So let's promote Extreme PhD and his lovely stream.
PhD.
Extreme PhD. Extreme PhD.
I'm gonna make a T-shirt and design just for him. I'm gonna hold it up occasionally, like one of those like paddle things, and I'll just flip it up occasionally.
And Maverick did a highlighted message. I better read this chat and thank this. And wait, you better read this chat and thank this person, or I'm gonna pee in your butt. Thank you, Maverick.
Seal yourself.
Oh,
If we learned anything tonight, everybody sealed themselves.
yes.
Gonna pee.
I need to go. You know what I've noticed? Okay. Maverick is doing.
Have
Maverick,
I been overly chatty?
No. But Maverick has done some gifted. Oh, Jesus Christ. You know what? The gifted subs don't show up in this chat, which doesn't make sense to me. Now, there's a shit ton of gifted subs over here. I see a problem. But yes, Extreme PhD has done several gifted subs. Holy Jesus Christ.
Thank you. I mean, I can't.
Holy shit. Okay, a shit ton of gifted subs from Extreme. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm not this app is not showing the gifted subs, so Jesus fucking Christ.
Sir, if you need or sorry, I'm thinking about pronouns. Sir, though, I think.
But yes, finally. Yes. Thank you for pointing that out.
I will draw you anything you need. If I can help you in any way. Thank you.
And yes, Extreme is a legend in so many different ways. And we definitely need to do something special for Extreme.
For sure. Give me yeah. Right now all I've got is my minimal art ability.
But yes, I did not see the gifted subs on this particular on the StreamYard stream, but I can see them over here on my Twitch stream, which I'm monitoring as well.
God, I love that, dude. I'll make something for you anyway.
Definitely. Extreme has done so much to help this podcast grow. He said it's all good. But yes, he also streams. Check out his stream as well.
Yeah, 1,000%.
He's been very helpful in so many areas of this lovely podcast, live stream, and everything in general, and just a swell partner as well. Because I work with the Extreme.
Well, then I'll allow
Holy
you
Jesus
to find out if he needs any stream help artistically, maybe, and also what he likes personally. I know he's listening, but maybe forget for a little while. Bring it up. What's your favorite animal? What's your favorite show? What's your favorite? And I'll make something for him. Cause
all right, definitely. And yes, as Maverick said, thank you for supporting. You're a lovely human being. We try to be lovely. Everybody in the chat's been lovely. I think it's time to start bringing this to a close because we have reached our time. We've had some lovely discussion on some Saturday morning cartoons. I definitely miss them. But at the same time, with the streaming world, I mean, shit, you can pretty much watch whatever you want whenever you want. Doesn't have to be Saturday morning.
Fucking Comedy Central's trying to be all cartoons.
We could make our
adult cartoons is a thing.
We could start making our own. Like, you can make your own Saturday morning cartoon experience these days. Get onto your streaming site, pick out whatever you want, and you can watch all your different cartoons and go through like an entire series every Saturday morning. Pick out all your cartoons, and it'd be hella fun. Hella fun. And then I am finding a raid right now, and I think we should do...
Overall, I think Buzz Ballz might be not that bad. They taste not super great, but they might be worth the money.
I think they get you where you want to be, without a doubt. 100%.
And if you chug them, I could see you gone, like completely gone in 6.
Oh, definitely. Dude, I don't even think 6. Because I've gotten 2.5, and I'm feeling pretty terrific. If I was to just chug these 3 right away,
well, you always got to minus our shots, our 2 shots. So I'm thinking 6 for sure, done.
Dude, I think 6 is going to put you in blackout territory, depending on you as a person.
Well, yeah, I mean, done. When I say done, I mean like...
Yeah, you're going to be... You're going to be fuckerty fucked up. But we are going to send a raid over here to Moonbeam before we bounce the fuck out.
And I love Moonbeam. Follow Moonbeam. She is an amazing streamer and person.
She is freaking fantastic. If you don't stick
around, follow her.
Definitely. Moonbeam for hire. She has a lovely stream, and she has rated us many a times, and we appreciate her as well. She's fantastic. Give her a follow on the old Twitch machine. I'm going to send you over there. Have a fantastic day, and please do us a favor. If you're watching us on YouTube on Catch-Up, give us a like, share, subscribe. Join the family. And then you can also find us here at pericoproductions.com. Has links to everything you want there. We also have some merch up on the store. Got coffee mugs, t-shirts, hoodies, all that good stuff. And we will see you next time. So it's been fantastic. I thank you for joining us. Have a good night, and we'll see you later. Come bring it in. Bring it in. And raid. I think we've raided. Did we raid?
I'm seeing.
It looks like we've raided. We have raided. I'm going to end this broadcast.
Can I use the hootie hoo?
Tastes pretty good.